Karen's supposed to be down there right now.
Alright. Hey, is there any way you could park like right there? You came over, no legs, so good. Yep. Bro, how much, bro? Alright.
What about sweatpants you like anyway?
Yeah, I was baby though. My daughter 4 now, she
Yeah,
she tiny.
I just said 14. He said we ain't got that. Top and bottom.
The kids. That's the question.
Thank you. Or these.
Bro, I'm trying to change in here. I could change in here?
Yeah. Hell yeah. They said they don't know all the way.
Albie, what up, Albie? That's crazy. We played part 1 of the together. We played for the Cowboys.
Louis Boxtruck said Denver, Colorado wants to be.
Good to see you, bro. Congrats. Come on, boy.
Right. Shakur. Hey, come on, let us get you over here, bro.
Should be good. It should be enough for all y'all. He trying to punch with you too, Manny, so give him some fame.
Yo, this EO.
Leave him alone, Dave. Hey, Dave, leave him alone. Find the right shots, Manson. You'll see it. Hands up, though. Yup. Got it.
If you don't take a picture with me, I'm crashing out.
I'm happy to be back at the Prudential Center. This is my home. I love it here. Hopefully my next fight will be here. That's what I want. But I came here to support Lil Manny, and Lil Manny got the job done. Tough fight, close fight, but he pulled it through, and I'm just glad to be here to support him.
You and Tank ever linked up in the ring?
Yeah, we sparred before.
Can we ever expect a fight?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest fights in the world.
No cap.
I feel like how they talking about Earl and Bud Crawford. I feel like me and Tank gonna be basically 2.0 of that.
Yeah.
Probably even bigger than that.
3 people in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that can beat me. Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas cannot touch me at all. They all been in the ring with me. They all been in the ring, and I cracked both of them. I told you it's a 50-50 fight. Ain't no 50-50 fight, nigga. How you gonna keep me off and you ain't got no power?
I was also told that Devin got the best of you in the last sparring session.
And you know I sparred them twice.
That's right. And
Bill took him out the ring. I almost knocked him out in Floyd Gym. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
I don't know, but I ain't hear that.
Oh, okay. Tell to Devin and his dad to get out my dick. Tell him, be prepared. Because after these first 2 niggas, oh man, I'm coming straight at niggas.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? He don't have no offense. Everything is defense. What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Who that?
Fuck no. I ain't never been knocked down a day in my life. I ain't never really been like hurt in no fight. Like far as, cause people took when I said this wrong. Like I got hit with a body shot before that I felt. They could like you if you want to call that hurt. But I'm talking about like somebody hit you in the chin with like people say you chinny and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got no chin. I never like felt nothing. No chin shot where I was buzzed or hurt or nothing like that in no fight that I had. So, in sparring, fight, anything. So, nah.
How you think one coming up with
I
Tank?
hope he don't fight Lamar, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just going to look bad on the fight with me. So, it's going to look like somebody else already did it.
You want Tank to knock you out, yo. I heard him say like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
look, that sound good. That sound real good, but she's too little.
Too little.
When it comes to heated rivalries in boxing, No feud is more brutal or electrifying than the clash between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis. This is the rivalry where two loyal fan bases argue endlessly over who truly is the superior fighter. Tank and Shakur supporters have built a notorious reputation for clashing with each other across social media, each side defending their boxer as the ultimate talent. The rivalry runs deep, lasting several years now, and even boxing analysts have joined the debate, arguing about who stands as the better competitor. The only thing missing is an official fight date where both fighters showcase their skills and prove to the world that they are the best. Sadly for both fan bases and boxing fans everywhere, we likely won't witness this fight anytime soon unless both fighters break barriers and seriously push negotiations for it to finally happen.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Over the last few years, we've developed a solid sense of who might hold the advantage in this blockbuster matchup. Shakur has climbed the ranks rapidly, taking on some of the most dangerous opponents available. His win against William Zepeda marked a major shift in his career, earning him recognition as a serious threat. Then in his bout with Teofimo Lopez, Shakur reached superstar status. He has consistently chased big fights and has openly challenged Tank Davis. Shakur is clearly ready for any challenge. Meanwhile, Tank has practically disappeared from the spotlight. He hasn't stepped into the ring for over a year and has dealt with several legal issues. Shakur's promoter Eddie Hearn has dismissed any possibility of Tank defeating Shakur now that Stevenson has become a 4-division world champion.
If you were Tank's promoter, what would the next step be for Tank?
I heard they were going to fight Jake Paul. When I see Jake Paul at the event and I see Jake Paul posting from the private jet with a picture of Gervonta Davis.
Slapped it.
Yeah, but they had that for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You had to buy it, you had to get it made.
Yeah, but I can't believe that fight was going to happen. But anyway, crazy stuff's happened. Yeah, you got to rematch Lamont Roach. You got to. It'll probably get ordered. That's the reality by the New York State Athletic Commission. But listen, they may have got lucky because the only fight for Tank outside of after Lamont Roach was Shakur Stevenson.
Facts.
Right? Now they've got another opponent that will do well at the gate because of the controversy.
Yep.
And it ain't Shakur Stevenson. I keep telling people, Shakur Stevenson beats Tank. You cannot say that Shakur Stevenson would not have beaten Tank last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Regardless of who comes out victorious in this matchup, there's no question that Tank versus Shakur is a huge event. Fan and Boxing shared a compelling take on why Shakur Stevenson truly needs this fight. He also offered advice to Tank, suggesting that Davis should move up to 140 pounds and chase the top contenders in that weight class since he has remained too long at 135 pounds. Fannin also believes that certain media figures are attempting to guide Shakur Stevenson away from a fight with Gervonta Davis by encouraging a move toward 147 pounds. He argues that this pattern of advice reflects similar pressure once placed on Davis to move divisions, which he feels benefits certain interests more than the fighters themselves. Fannin insists that Stevenson is still considered an undercard fighter in terms of popularity, and that fighting Davis is his only true route to becoming a major star in boxing. He also...
Gervonta needs to go to 140, 147. He's been at 135 too long. He's dominating everybody there. There's no challenges for you there. Come on and go up to 147 pounds. Like I said, that's a system. They are not these people are bought and paid for. We already know that. So the people that they support want Shakur Stevenson to go up to 147 to fight guys like Conor Benn, to fight guys like whoever at 147 pounds, right? But what will that make Shakur? Let's just be real. What does that make Shakur? That is going to make Shakur, basically, he's going to be stuck being an undercard fighter. Like he's been stuck at being an undercard fighter. He didn't get any real momentum off of that fight with Teofimo Lopez. What did he get? He got a bunch of systematic press. People talking about the fight for about a week and how great he is. And after that, it went right back into nobody talking about Shakur. Because Shakur Stevenson he's just not a big star. But he can be a big star if he fights somebody like Gervonta Davis. That's the ticket for him right there. Is the fight between him and the guy that's the most popular guy in that weight class, or anybody below Canelo Alvarez, really. But you know, we live in this era where YouTube channels like The Boxing Voice, like Showbiz the Adult, like these other guys want to prescribe movements for fighters that really don't do anybody any good other than the backers.
Boxing Hall of Famer Tim Bradley shares a similar viewpoint regarding Shakur Stevenson. Bradley firmly rejects the idea of pushing Shakur Stevenson to move up to 147 pounds, pointing out that it would already mark his 4th division. He points to Stevenson's recent dominant performance over Teofimo Lopez at 140 pounds as evidence of his elite ability, arguing he should not be forced to move up without first facing top contenders like Gary Antoine Russell or Dalton Smith. Bradley stresses that Stevenson still has unfinished business at 130 and 135 pounds, specifically highlighting possible fights against Isaac Cruz or Moratalla. Bradley wants these matchups to happen before he considers Shakur moving permanently up to the welterweight division.
Tim, tell us about Shakur Stevenson. He can't seem to get a fighter to step in the ring with him after his performance with Teofimo Lopez. What do you make of that? What do you think is going on with Shakur?
There's fights out there for Shakur. There's fights out there for Shakur. Hell yeah, there's fights out there. We gotta fight him. We gotta go get him. That's it. Look, every fight ain't gotta be a damn home run. Every fight ain't gotta be not a home run, but every fight ain't gotta be like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the Masters or Super Bowl. Every fight ain't gotta be like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Just stay busy, get better.
Well, you can stay busy and get better, but if you fight the top guys in the division, that's all that we want to see. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're gonna stay at 140, we want to see you against that Russell guy. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you against Russell. We want to see you against Dalton Smith. We want to see you against that top echelon of that division. If you go to 35, we want to see you against the Morattallas of the world. You know what I'm saying? We want to see
the biggest fights at 147 though. Ryan, Devin.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, but he's not a 147 pounder. He's not. He ain't say, oh, let me go test that 140. No, he said, I'm gonna go to 140 without no tune-ups, and I'm gonna face the best guy there. Right? And he faced Lopez, and he demolished him like nothing, right? So, like, now y'all want to force him to go up to 47 for what? That's his 4th weight class, dog. It's 4th weight class. Anyway, it's 4th weight champion too. Anyway, ain't going up to 26 yet. Anyway, we'll go up there. He handled his business this weekend or next weekend. I'm pretty sure he might go up to 126, right? So, the same thing with Shakur. Eventually, Shakur will get there, you know, but he got some fights that he can fight. At 130 and 135, shit, I wouldn't mind seeing a Cruz Shakur. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Moratalla.
Bradley also gave his views on a Shakur versus Tank Davis fight, suggesting that it's the biggest fight in boxing. Bradley encouraged Tank to accept the Shakur fight, saying that it's a major box office clash.
Gervonta's at 140, that seems to be the biggest
I want Gervonta Davis to step in the ring and face somebody, dog, already, bro. For real.
He'll be back.
Like, oh, I know he coming back, dog. But I'm just saying, like, fight Shakur, bro. Fight Shakur. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fight any of these top guys out there, man. And that's it. Because you can say, oh, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Well, shit, if Shakur ain't fight nobody and Tank ain't fight nobody, why don't they fight each other? If that's how y'all want to put it, fight each other. Bro, that will probably be one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. The biggest fight. Box office, it will sell out like this. Like that, it'll sell out.
Coach Breadman also shared his perspective on this possible fight, and he delivered a surprising take. He rates Shakur highly, explaining that although Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis have completely different styles, Stevenson's adaptability and natural confidence make him dangerous for anyone. He points out that Stevenson's decision to fight off the ropes against Zepeda reflects strong instincts, though he likely wouldn't rely on the same approach against Davis's unusual power. Breadman highlights that both fighters carry elite ring IQ, turning a potential bout into a compelling chess battle of strategy. In the end, he expressed hope that the fight takes place while both remain in their prime to prevent another missed opportunity in boxing history.
When you hear these things, when you see Shakur in all these different styles, do you look at him any different when it comes down to a Tank Davis fight now?
I think that Tank is a different style than Cepeda, but Shakur seems to want to take all the tough smoke, and I think really highly of him as a fighter. You know, he seems to. You can kind of get like the gut feeling that certain guys will fight anybody, and Shakur, even though he hasn't fought the huge names, I get the impression in my guts that he's willing to fight anybody. You know what I mean? He got a real confident way about him, and he got the kind of style where you got to kind of adjust to him. So, you know, I don't think he's going to fight Tank the same way he fought Cepeda, but that's what makes Shakur special, is that he can win fights more than one different way. I always thought Shakur and Tank is a great fight, and I still do. But Shakur seems super confident that he could beat Tank. So the only way to figure that out is if they get in the ring. I think they both special, you know, and unfortunately they haven't fought yet, and they're around the same weight classes. So hopefully we get to see it before somebody loses bad or be past their prime, and then we got to wonder what would have happened if they fought on their best day. I just want to just see the fights. But sometimes, like when you ask a question like that, it's hard to say, because sometimes a fighter instinct let him know what he could do with certain guys and with certain guys he can't do. You know what I mean? It just, like Shakur might say, okay, I'm going to smell the Tank power. Or he might say, I'm a box and I'm going to get on my jab and I'm going to move. I don't know how that works. You know, because his mind and his instincts will let him know what he think he could do. Like the Cepeda fight, I was hearing, they was like, get off the ropes. But he saw it in a way where he's like, I could be on the ropes and counterpunch this guy and get off. So we got to just see. And Tank is the same way. They both got super high IQs. So we got to see how they would deal with each other and what adjustments the corner would make and all that kind of stuff, and then come down the stretch and we just see. I really can't say how he would fight him. I don't think he would fight him like he would fight Shakur, but we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't really know until you get in there.
While experts continue debating the outcome of a Tank Davis versus Shakur fight, the Blue Blood Sports TV host delivered a strong reality check for fans still hoping to see it. He rejected rumors or discussions about the fight actually happening, or that Gervonta Davis is preparing a major offer for Shakur Stevenson, labeling such claims as complete fabrications. He argues that Stevenson has already technically surpassed Davis, pointing to his recognition as a 4-division champion and future first-ballot Hall of Famer. Additionally, he claims that the PBC does not have the financial backing to present a convincing offer, noting that any serious funding would likely have to come from Turki Alashik. In the end, he believes Stevenson is a promotional free agent who doesn't rely on Davis, and that most fans now accept the fight won't occur due to the difficult style matchup.
Great. At these stages of their career, Shakur Stevenson has surpassed Gervonta Tank Davis. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer right now. He is a 4-division legit champion and should be Olympic gold medalist. And His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has eliminated pay-per-view numbers being needed to pay fighters and A side, B side. He has eliminated that. So they can't make Shakur a massive offer he can't refuse. First of all, the PBC doesn't even have the budget to do so. And they need His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh to put on events, as we see. Now, Top Rank is in trying to bring ESPN back into the picture so they could get back on the market. But they don't have a network. Shakur Stevenson's network promotional free agent, essentially. He works with Jay Prince, but he also has dealings with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. He don't need Gervonta Tank Davis. It's just the fight that we want to see. But these lies that Tank Davis is getting ready to make Shakur Stevenson an offer he can't refuse is just that, a lie. Where would he get the money to offer Shakur Stevenson an offer he can't refuse? It would have to come from Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency. And guess what? Tank ain't offering nothing. That means Turki Al-Sheikh would be making the offer to make the fight happen. So I don't know where this, I do know where these folk, lords, these fake these just diabolical, the words I want to use, I can't use. But it ain't. Shakur Stevenson has essentially at this point in his career moved past Tank Davis. And the fans and the people have already accepted it ain't happening. They don't like the style matchup, number one.
There remains a huge question about who would win between Shakur and Tank Davis. Both fighters are elite competitors and currently in their prime years. While Tank is gradually fading from the spotlight, a major fight with Shakur could potentially reignite his career. But what do you think? Will we actually see this blockbuster fight within the next year or two? If so, who comes out on top? Share your thoughts in the comments. That's everything for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. And be sure to drop your opinions in the comment section. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next